Hello and welcome back to the episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Nwokos and the Daniels family. Now, Chinedu Nwoko, Chinedu Ned Nwoko, Chinedu Zokwanike, Chinedu. Hey! Now, for some of you who don't know what's going on, Regina Daniels married Chinedu Nwoko, who now funkinized his name to Ned Nwoko, according to his brother. We didn't know that Ned was Chinedu, but the brother came out and told us that he funkinized his name to Ned. And now Ned wants to funkinize Regina's name to a drug addict. For some of you who don't know what's going on, Ned Nwoko married Regina when she was 17 years old. He met her when she was 16 years old. According to Regina, he got her pregnant. And then her friend Anne had to take her to remove the pregnancy. But then their family members were not even aware of what was going on. Ned Nwoko, because a sitting senator, for you to have slept with that is rape. That is statutory rape because a minor cannot give you consent. Anyway, Ned Nwoko, according to the story, approached Rita Daniels because according to Regina, she ran away from home because they told her not to get married to Ned. But she was pregnant and, Ned Nwoko and the family decided to sit down and falsify Regina's age. According to them, or according to Regina's brother, in his sitting room, they created a voter's card where Regina was born in 2001. For them to make everything legal, they created a new voter's card where they said that Regina was born in 1998. Now, Ned Nwoko kept that. He's a lawyer, so he had to keep that for future references, for evidence, in case something like this happens. Now, Ned is coming out because Regina came out and said she was 17 years old when she married Ned. Not just because she had gotten pregnant before even the marriage, where she removed the pregnancy. Now she got married. The mother, people started blaming the mother because we all saw Regina grow up. So people started blaming the mother for allowing her minor child marry an ancestor. Regina's mother came out. I think that was why she's quiet. She is mute, like a church mouse. She came out and did an interview. She said that Regina was 19 years old and not 17. Because they've created that fake voters registration card. This is where I blame the mother. Okay, let's say you have a troubled child who got pregnant for an older man or an old man or a man old enough to be her grandfather. Let's say that was the case. Why would you then join hands in falsifying a document? You gave birth to this child. Even the father at that time came out and said that his daughter was 17. The mother went on BBC to claim that her daughter was 19. Those videos are there. Now, Ned Nwoko, according to the story, was pumping Regina with substances to get her high. He literally, I think what Ned did was he felt that he has gotten the perfect sex doll because Regina had done several surgeries to enhance her body. She's done her ass several times. The first one, it was too big, and then Ned had to reduce. Like Ned Nwoko, Chinedu needs to be arrested. Chinedu Nwoko needs to be arrested, and the mother also needs to be arrested because this is child abuse. I understand that Regina also has her challenges because, for a 16 years old to have dated an ancestor and got pregnant for that ancestor. I can't even blame the child because she was groomed in a developed country. That is classified as grooming. That is grooming. Chinedu Nwoko groomed Regina Daniels. Now, when Regina said she's no longer marrying this man has been going from pillar to post to destroy her name. He called her a drug addict. He called her everything under the sun. He arrested her brother, saying that the brother was the drug supplier. He called out Anne and several other Nollywood actresses, saying that they were her enablers. I think it was Uche Montana that actually came out and said that she's not involved in whatever is going on in the Nwoko's family, that she doesn't supply drugs to Regina. Now we're just thinking, okay, Lila and Regina, because Regina came out and said that even all his wives were on drugs. Lila came out and said that it was Regina that introduced her to drugs. Now I think Regina has substance problem, because let us also be saying the truth. There was one time when Jaruma disappeared. I think, Jaruma before 2019, 2017, 18, 19, she was popping. Jaruma was the biggest thing on social media with her Kaya matter. And then I think 2020, 2021, she disappeared. People were asking. When she came back, she granted an interview that a billionaire's wife introduced her to substances and she got addicted. That she went to rehab, that she had to cut away from the billionaire's wife. So there were so many speculations. People saying that it was actually because at that point she was fighting with Regina Daniels over some endorsement deal that she felt that Regina did not fulfill her own end of the bargain. Ned Nwoko arrested Jaruma. That was how they shot Jaruma up. Now, if Ned at that point had come out, this was a couple of years ago, and said that his wife, yes, it is true, my wife, I am trying to help her, she has, substance abuse issues, it would have made sense. But now that Regina is saying that she's no longer marrying Ned, Ned is releasing hospital documents. A toxicology report was released, and Regina Daniels had everything on her system: cocaine, marijuana, opioids, everything, alcohol level dangerously high. This is a 25-year-old girl. When somebody has been so pampered in her life, I think Regina was over pampered. She came into the limelight, beautiful, young child. Everybody loved her. We have pictures of Regina with Iniedo, Genevieve, Mercy Johnson, name it. She was introduced to the fast lane early. And I think the mother lost control, or she couldn't do anything, or she enabled her, because Regina said that she was the breadwinner of the family. So the mother couldn't say anything. So are we now to blame Ned? Because if Ned came out and said that everything on that report is true, he listed everything, who are we to blame? Are we to say that Ned is vindictive because Regina left? He's trying to tarnish her image. Or is he really crying out for help for his wife? Is that really the case? Or is the family actually enabling Regina? There are so many instances where people, pop stars, actors, they have overdosed and passed on. Ned has said that at some point Regina overdosed. They took her to the hospital. That the family was also supplying her with, substances, alcohol, marijuana. What I want to ask Ned, and what I need Ned to address, is when you RAPED this child when she was 16 years old, allegedly, was she abusing all those substances? Was she doing any of those things? Was she, they said Regina is scissoring girls. Was she doing that? Ned has a lot of questions to answer. Ned has been arresting everybody that is speaking up. And I am happy that Shore is now Shore is now the one fighting Ned. And Ned has not said anything about Showore. Ned has not sent any cease and desist letter to Showore. Now, we understand that, yes, Regina had also admitted that she has substance abuse issues. It is going to be a shame if this girl loses her life, if actually her husband, Nwoko, is actually saying the truth. And we are all here judging him for trying to get her help. But how can you even believe a man who married a child? Or how can we trust the mother who married her teenager off to an ancestor? I think this is when the dad needs to step in. But I don't think he has any control over them. He doesn't. I don't even think they respect him. The mother runs the show. And Regina is their money-making machine. So they would not even want to allow her to get the help that she needs, because it will require her to stop making money, to go away for some time, to get the help that she needs. They would not want that. If you were Regina's family, or if you were, Regina's mom, what would you do? Would you advise your daughter to go to rehab? And then let everybody know that, okay, all those reports are true and Ned Nwoko is not lying? Or would you continue to keep appearances to make it look as if he's lying? Your daughter is not a drug addict. Yes, she took drugs, but she's not addicted. Yes, she must have, leaked one VJJ there, here and there, but she's not a lesbobo. What would you do? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Please like, and share. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.